Many animals, just like humans, often have a preferred side when using their arms or legs. This is called limb preference or laterality. Research has shown that animals like fish, monkeys, and even Australian marsupials have these preferences too. Interestingly, while humans are mostly right-handed, meaning they prefer using their right hand for tasks, this isn't as common in other animals. Even our closest relatives, like chimpanzees and bonobos, do not show the same strong right-handed preference as humans. When chimpanzees are kept in captivity, they sometimes don't show a clear preference for one hand over the other for tasks. Most humans across diverse cultures and lifestyles are right-handed with a ratio of 9 right to 1 left-handed, meaning they naturally prefer using their right hand for things like writing or eating. Studies have found that people generally aren't as skilled with their non-preferred hand, usually their left, and tend to rely on their right hand for tasks that need precision, like using tools. So humans tend to be distinctly right-handed, especially when it comes to using tools. Welcome to Anthromedia. In this video, we will trace out when humans first became right-handed. In the past, people used their front teeth like incisors and canines a lot to do more than just chew food. They would use them to hold and process things like tough fibers or other objects. This caused the front teeth to wear down more than the back teeth. Even among different groups of people, like hunter-gatherers versus farmers, the wear on the front teeth was different. Neanderthals, in particular, had a lot of wear on their front teeth compared to their back teeth. When we look at ancient human teeth, we often see scratches on the front surface. These scratches go in different directions, showing how things were processed. They're made when something is held between the front teeth and a tool is used to work on it. These scratches are only on the front of the incisors and canines, not the back teeth or the inside of any teeth. These scratches can tell us something interesting: which hand the person used to do the work. Researchers did some experiments with mouthguards and stone tools to replicate these scratches. They found that the angle of the scratches can tell us if the person was right-handed or left-handed. This matched what they saw on ancient European teeth. Basically, these scratches give us clues about how ancient people used their teeth and tools. Scientists looked at different groups of humans, starting from a fossil of Homo habilis to Chalcolithic and early Bronze Age, as well as teeth from modern hunter-gatherer groups like Australian Aborigines and Inuits. In Paleolithic teeth, visible scratches are found only on the outer surface of incisors and canines, while the inner surface remains scratch-free, ruling out natural causes like trampling or sediment damage. These scratches are classified as fine dietary ones, which are shallow and narrow, and deeper manipulative scratches. Under an electron microscope at high magnifications, the scratches were categorized into 4 orientations such as horizontal, vertical, right oblique, and left oblique. Studying these scratches on teeth helps to figure out hand preference in ancient humans. The earliest scratches on the teeth of Homo habilis show a mix of patterns, with a lot of them slanted to the right. This suggests that whoever made these scratches likely held objects in their mouth and used their right hand to manipulate them. At the Cima de los Usos site, most individuals have scratches on their upper front teeth, especially the central ones. These scratches are more common in older individuals and suggest a long history of using the teeth for various tasks. Interestingly, all individuals at this site show a right-handed pattern, indicating a consistent behavior of holding objects with the mouth while using the right hand. Similar patterns are seen in Neanderthals, where scratches on the front teeth are mostly right-slanted. Not all Neanderthals have these scratches, but when they do, they tend to be right-slanted. This suggests a preference for using the right hand for manipulating objects held in the mouth. Even younger individuals, like one at Cima de los Usos, show these right-slanted scratches, indicating that this behavior starts at a young age. This is also seen in some deciduous teeth, showing that this handedness preference develops early in life. When examining teeth from various sites spanning different periods, researchers found that scratches angled to the right predominated, indicating that the individuals were primarily right-handed. Analyzing data from 36 European Neanderthals, researchers observed that 90% exhibited right-handedness. When including pre-Neanderthal data from Sierra de Atapuerca, the frequency of right-handed individuals increased to 92%. This contrasts sharply with findings from later groups, such as Chalcolithic, Bronze Age, Australian Aborigines, and Inuits, where no significant evidence of labial scratches indicative of handedness was found. Similar conclusions were drawn by other researchers who analyzed samples from recent groups. They confirmed the absence of concentrated labial scratches seen in early and Middle Paleolithic human fossils. The consistent pattern of handedness observed in Neanderthals, earlier European samples like those from Cima de los Usos, and even a single example from Homo habilis suggests that right-handedness extends deep into the prehistory of Homo. While Homo habilis specimens are too few to establish tendencies, the Cima de los Usos fossils consistently displayed right-handedness. Neanderthals from various sites also exhibited consistent right-handedness, with only 4 left-handers identified over 130,000 years. One theory suggests that Neanderthals used their mouths as a third hand to manipulate objects and tools. This behavior could have arisen due to a mismatch between their neural structures and the complexity of their cultural practices. In other words, their brains may not have been fully equipped to handle the demands of their evolving tool use and technology. On the other hand, as modern humans develop more sophisticated tools and technologies, their brains may have adapted accordingly. With advancements in tool-making, communication, and social organization, there was less need for humans to rely on using their mouths for tasks traditionally performed with their hands. Evidence from various regions, including Europe, Asia, and Africa, suggests that right-handedness is prevalent wherever Homo species are found. The ratio of right-handed to left-handed individuals remains consistently high, regardless of geographic location or period. This consistent pattern of right-handed dominance may be linked to brain laterality and language production, indicating a co-evolutionary relationship between handedness, brain organization, and language abilities.